Good morning/afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to this presentation on understanding identity. Today, we'll be diving into the complex and fascinating concepts of race, culture, ethnicity, and religion. Our goal is to clarify how these social constructs and distinctions shape the rich diversity of human experience. Let's embark on this exploration together to gain a deeper understanding of what forms our identities. Race is essentially a social construct that groups people based on visible physical traits like skin color, facial features, and hair texture. Historically, society has used these characteristics to categorize individuals into broad groups, such as black, white, Asian, and indigenous. However, it's crucial to understand that race is not rooted in biology or genetics. Instead, it's shaped and defined by social and historical contexts, meaning it changes over time and across cultures. Ultimately, race is something society assigns to people, rather than something determined by scientific or inherent differences. When we talk about culture, we're referring to the shared customs, beliefs, language, values, norms, traditions, and behaviors that define a specific group or society. It's these elements that shape the way people live their lives and interact with one another. Culture influences how we communicate and even how we interpret the world around us. It's important to distinguish culture from race. Culture is something we learn through socialization, passed down from generation to generation, rather than something we're born with biologically. In fact, people of the same race can belong to very different cultures, each shaped by unique environments, histories, and community practices. So, culture really evolves through the experiences and interactions within society, making it a dynamic and rich aspect of human life. Ethnicity refers to the way we group people based on shared factors like ancestry, national origin, tribal affiliation, language, or cultural heritage. It's not just about where someone is from, but about a deeper connection that ties people together through common historical experiences. This shared history creates a collective sense of identity among members of an ethnic group. While ethnicity is closely linked to culture, it puts a stronger emphasis on lineage and heritage, highlighting the ties that bind through generations. For example, ethnic groups like Hispanic or Arab communities can include people of various races and cultures, but what unites them is their shared ancestral or national background. This sense of belonging goes beyond just cultural practices, reaching into the roots of who they are. Religion is essentially an organized system of beliefs and practices that revolve around spirituality, divinity, and moral guidelines. It serves as a framework for understanding the world and our place in it. One of the key roles of religion is to bring together people from diverse racial, cultural, and ethnic backgrounds, uniting them through shared faith traditions like Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. While religion certainly influences various customs and cultural expressions, it's important to recognize that it is distinct from cultural identity. It centers primarily on spiritual beliefs and practices rather than on heritage or physical characteristics. At its core, religion is about fostering a connection with the divine and providing moral guidance to help individuals navigate their lives. When we compare race and culture, it's important to understand that race is primarily about physical characteristics that society has grouped people by. These categories are socially constructed, meaning they don't have a biological basis, but affect how people experience the world. On the other hand, culture is all about the learned behaviors, customs, values, and social norms that people share within a group. Culture shapes how people live, communicate, and interact with each other. Now, when we look at ethnicity versus religion, ethnicity relates to a shared ancestry or heritage, connecting people through a common history and identity. It's a way to describe where people come from and the traditions tied to that background. Religion, however, is centered on spiritual beliefs and practices. It's about the faith systems, rituals, and moral codes that guide people's lives and give meaning to their experiences. Understanding these distinctions helps us appreciate the diverse factors that shape individual and group identities. Here, we have some examples that help clarify the differences between race, culture, ethnicity, and religion. First, race is often identified by physical characteristics like skin color. For instance, someone might be recognized as black based on those traits. Moving on to culture, this relates more to shared behaviors and traditions. Take Brazil, for example. People there might celebrate Carnival, speak Portuguese, and enjoy unique food specific to their community. Ethnicity, meanwhile, involves a shared ancestry and historical experience. Someone who identifies as Jewish connects through common traditions and a shared history. Religion, on the other hand, focuses on beliefs and practices, like a group practicing Islam, which is defined by religious rituals rather than race or ethnicity. Lastly, these elements can overlap. For example, a South Asian person who practices Islam fits into broader racial category of Asian, shares ethnic heritage from their region, and engages in cultural traditions unique to their community. This shows how these concepts, while distinct, are often interwoven in real life.